Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
Good afternoon, hockey friends, and welcome into the Powassan Sportsplex for Great North U18 hockey action as it's the North Bay U18 Trappers taking on the new Liskeard Cubs. I am Derek Linden. I'm joined this afternoon by Chris Dawson as you are watching Trappers hockey here on the front line. Well, Chris, interesting matchup tonight, or this afternoon, as 4 games remaining in the season for the U18 Trappers. 2 of those games will be against this new Liskeard squad. The Cubs, you know what, they've been playing good hockey of late, unfortunately not being able to get many goals in the score sheet.
Yeah, it's been a tough season scoring-wise for the Cubs, who sit in 7th spot. So we're going to take a quick break here and for the anthem, and then give our players the watch.
Please rise in favor for the playing of O Canada.
And we're just about ready for hockey action here from the Powassan Sportsplex. Let's take a look at our Players to Watch. Is brought to you by Mike, the financial advisor.
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike, the financial advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
Well, Chris, we're looking at a couple of players tonight. First off, for the New Liskeard Cubs, an underage player, Logan Rivera, leading his team in scoring.
Yeah, he's a great, skilled 2008 birth year forward. Logan Rivera, the only player on this team in double digits in scoring with 11. He's certainly a player to watch and had a good game when these last two teams played in Memorial Gardens. And on the Trappers side, the red-hot battalion prospect Jesse Lefebvre, who is on fire and moved into the top 4 in scoring in the league.
And the Cubs take control of the puck in their own zone off the opening face-off as it's turned over, and Lefebvre delivering a hit there as the Trappers put the puck into the offensive zone. Back out to the neutral zone it goes. Dawson sending it back to Case, an affiliated player in for the Trappers tonight. 2 affiliated players dressed for the U18 Trappers.
Yeah, 3 players out, 2 defensemen, Jacob McGill, John Couch, and Caden Cowell out for the Trappers. So they put a call into the affiliates, and Caleb McLaughlin's played a handful of games with this team, and Aiden Case is a defender who's I don't think he's played in 2020 in the calendar year yet, but anyways, it's that time of year.
Puck comes around to the near side, kept in by the Cubs, but Paillet will get it out to the neutral zone for the Trappers, and it's the Cubs bringing it back in on a 2-on-1, and McIver getting the first touch as it's Michael McIver getting the start in goal for the North Bay Trappers.
That was a little bit quite the interesting. Looked like he was trying to do the backstroke there to try to take away that passing lane, and nice play there by New Liskeard to go get that opportunity.
Boys will just leave it in the corner, trying to get some help from his fellow Trapper teammates, brought out by McLaughlin, leaving it there for Beamer. That will roll down on the starting goaltender, Vincent Popke, getting the start this afternoon for the New Liskeard Cubs.
Popke, he had a real solid, actually got a shutout in his playing in the NOHA camp last I believe it was Sunday morning, and one of the 07s invited out of 43 at the camp as the selection group for the NOHA, looking to put a team together as they usually do for the OHL Cup. And Vinny had a great finish to his weekend, and his dad Dan does a lot of great work for multiple hockey teams as a physiotherapist, and so shout out to Dan. And he's got a brother, Frankie Popke, who's in the U14, who's one of the top players for his age group playing for the Trappers. So
puck knocked in and out to play. It was McIver starting the breakout on the near side. Dawson getting across center line, carrying it down the left wing shot. His shot is smothered up as Popke easily catching that glove right in front of Jesse Lefebvre, looking for that rebound.
Dawson and Lefebvre have been a duo that's been a force to be reckoned with. Dawson came back from an injury, and he's got 25 points in his last 10 games. So him and Jesse have been on fire. So certainly those two are 2 players to watch, along with Nate Gravel, who's chasing the scoring title and has the puck right now.
Gravel in the left wing, trying to get it center, goes into the feet of a couple Cubs players, sent out to the neutral zone, and Case will just send it back into the Cubs zone, picked up there by Durrell. He'll skate out with it. Up ahead it goes, and the Cubs trying to get into the Trapper zone, but the Trappers will take over and sending it up ahead, intercepted there by Blyer. Curry overskating that and leaving it there as the Cubs looking to counterattack. Bringing it in, shot blocker to side there. That was Rudy with the shot for the Cubs as it squirts out into the center of the ice.
Carson Ruddy's another player to watch for the New Liskeard Cubs. He's got a lot of skill, only 4 goals on the year, 11 assists, but definitely one of the top players and a player that the Trappers have to keep an eye on offensively.
Miller is going to send it down into the corner. McIver will come out and play it again on his backhand into the corner. Beamer tries just to flip it up. He'll hit the ceiling here in the Sportsplex. We've played just over 3 minutes, and the shot's currently 2-1 for the Cubs.
There's Miller taking the draw. He was another one of those players from New Liskeard, 07 birth year forward who had an opportunity at that camp at Memorial Gardens in West Ferris last week. The NOHA did a nice job putting that together.
Trudell couldn't hold line for the Cubs as Lefebvre bringing it into the offensive zone. Looking for Bradley in front. It gets knocked in behind. Lefebvre will pick it up, bringing it out on the near side. Looking for Dawson on the far side. He's got it into the corner. Bradley, centering pass. Dawson shot kicked aside by Popke. Dawson again with that rebound. Bringing it back to the point. Quick shot there by Boys. That goes off to a stick and into the corner. Bradley couldn't hold it in, and he'll send it to his partner, Boys. He'll send it in on goal. Rebound there momentarily, but it was knocked aside by Trudell. And the Trappers with some sustained pressure here. They have to leave it there as they are on a delayed offside, and eventually Lefebvre will come in and touch that as we get a face-off here with just 16:09 remaining in this first period, and that's going to be a intentional offside, and it's going to bring the face-off all the way down into the Trapper zone to the glove hand side of McIver.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there by the Trappers there, and a couple of good stops by Popke.
Puck in behind the net. Thompson sends it into the corner. Trappers do get it out to the neutral zone, but the Cubs will just send it all the way back in. A big hit there delivered by Curry right in front of the Trappers bench. Physicality heating up as the Trappers trying to show a little bit of their size as they have a little bit of the age advantage against this New Liskeard squad that is one of the younger teams in the league as they clear it out to the neutral zone. Anello will absorb that hit, and the Cubs will break in. Ruddy trying to go through, makes a couple moves, and a good stick.
What a stop and what a
skate
move.
save.
What a move.
Ruddy showing off his moves, and the Trappers will send it down the ice. 4:37 gone in this opening period. Shots are still even at 3 apiece, but that's probably the best opportunity either team has had.
Good job by Mike McIver, the battalion prospect, getting his toe on that one, Derek. That was a really good opportunity there.
Face-off won by the battalion as McIver will come out and play that up to the half boards for Beamer. He can't get it out. Case sending it to the far side to his partner Bradley. And again, the Cubs hemming in the Trappers as they finally get it out to the neutral zone. Roy will pick it out. Left there, McLaughlin sending it in. A delayed offside as the Trappers forced to tag up as the Cubs get it out to the neutral zone. Skating through, taking a shot, can't fan on it. And it goes off the end of the boards as that was number 8, Renault, with the shot. He's headed to the bench as the puck rolls down. McLaughlin all alone as the Trappers are on a line change, and he'll get knocked off the puck.
Oh, sit down.
As the carry back up the far side. That's Rivard sending it in behind the net. Grayson Bradley battling for it as it rolls into the corner. Russo will come and help out. Sends it to the near side for Boys. Out to the neutral zone it goes. Dawson battling for it right in front of our broadcast area. Cubs will take over. Up ahead, Kostonen can't handle that, and Tomlinson will backhand it in. Just gets it inside the line, and now it's picked up in behind the net. Skating out, turnover, Dawson forcing that and sends it into the corner. Out front, Dawson shot, and it's Caleb Dawson getting the Trappers on the board first as he sneaks that one by Popke.
Does he get an assist on his own goal? Because that was a really nice turnover that was created, and Nate Gravel comes in and picks up that puck and then puts it back in front. And Dawson, who had a hat trick here 2 Saturdays ago, is getting off to a good start here and giving the Trappers a 1-0 lead.
Caleb Dawson has been red hot in this calendar season, picking up 25 points since the calendar turned over to 2023, and he gets the Trappers on the board first here. Just over 6 minutes gone in this opening period from the Powassan Sportsplex. Cubs Hill picks up in the neutral zone. He'll skate diagonally across, gains the zone, makes one move, it rolls off his stick in behind the goal. Tomlinson, he gets checked off the puck. Cubs will pick up and an intercepted pass there. That is Curry. He'll dump it in and chase it down
Curry's
on the
had a really
forecheck.
good back half of the season for the Trappers coming into the organization this year.
Cubs setting things up from behind. Up ahead to Hill. He's got it. Watch out is coming off the bench to take that hit was Beamer, forcing that turnover in the neutral zone. The Trappers will regroup all the way into their own zone behind the net. Anello looking far side for McLaughlin. He'll dump that in as the Cubs looking to get some pressure after giving up that opening goal. Case sends that in, just going by the side of the net as the Cubs clear it into the neutral zone, where Anello will send it back in on the far side just in front of us. Hill battling for it. Again, the Trappers doing a good job forcing those turnovers in the neutral zone. Case, far side to Lefebvre. Lefebvre with numbers. His centering pass goes off of the skate of Durrell, and that's the Cubs going to break out as they come on the near side. Durrell over skating that one. Dawson skates past it as the battle ensues, and we're going to have our first penalty called here. It's going to be a hooking call going against the new Liskeard Cubs.
A good play there by Davis Anello trying to hit Dawson on that play, and I believe he was the one who got hooked there. So we'll see the Trappers power play for the first time. 2 minutes or less for Durrell.
Yeah, Durrell getting that call for that hooking call. And
he was the one who destroyed McLaughlin there at the top of the circle on his last shift. So this time he used a stick, and
Trappers win the draw. Curry gets a quick shot off, misses the net wide, and on the rebound, centering pass goes through the crease, and that's going to come all the way out to the neutral zone as Curry's going to chase after that. Cubs forcing him down. That was Roy on the forecheck for the Cubs on the penalty kill. Gravel handling right in front of New Liskeard. That's going to go through everyone as the Trappers making a sloppy line change.
Yeah, almost cost them, eh?
Almost costing them as Boyes goes to pick that up in behind his own net. Setting up the breakout for the Trappers. Gravel will enter the zone. Sends it hard around the boards. Lefebvre will pinch in. Picks it up on the near half boards. At the side of the circle, down low for Bradley. He'll get it back. That's Lefebvre at the blue line. Runs out of space, so he backhands it down into the corner where Nate Gravel picks it up. Gravel skating towards his far side, and a shot and a score, and that is...
That's Anthony Boyes.
Anthony Boyes with the second goal here. One-timing that past Popke, as Popke with no time to get across, and it's 2-0 here. We've played 8:36 of this opening period, and it's the Trappers with a quick 2-0 lead.
Anthony Boyes with a quick release there, and that puck hit through the seam. I believe that's Gravel with his second point of the game so far on the power play.
And the Trappers looking to keep the pressure on as it's sent down into the zone. Beamer sending that down, but he didn't gain the red line, so that's going to cost the Trappers a little bit of ice on this icing call. Still 11-12 remaining in this opening period, and shots now 6-3 for the home side. Face-off coming to the blocker side of MacGyver. Trappers will win that draw as it's tied up. Beamer gets it through the neutral zone, trying to take it away on his forecheck as the Cubs regroup inside their own zone. Up ahead for Hill. Leaves it there for Miller. Heath Bradley will take it. He wants a line change, so he'll just dump it down where it's picked up by Trudell. Leaves it for his partner. Hill skating it out, looking cross ice. That goes off of a stick there and will stay in play as that was Gaudette Nickentner. And the Trappers take over in their own zone. Russo leaves it for Dawson as they enter the zone, looking to give it back to Russo. But that gets tied up and a battle ensues on the near corner. Bradley coming in off his point to send it back down low. Cubs get it out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Anello. Up ahead. Or that was Paillet, and he sends it down. Another icing call here. We're almost halfway through this opening period, and the Trappers with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, good effort there. A nice stick in front by the Cubs defender as that puck was coming out right to the slot to Jesse Lefebvre, who was coming in as the trailer off the play. So
Flyer shot steered aside by Michael McIver, making sure that gets into the corner where there's no offensive threat after that rebound. Russo, a spin move, getting away from a defender, gets out to the neutral zone. Dawson will come over to pick that up. Dawson making a move, getting to his forehand, takes a shot. Kicked aside there by the left pad of Pocky. Trappers holding it in. Gravel shot, doesn't make it through. Gets again, tries another attempt. This time Rivard takes it away, and Gravel will take it off of his stick as it rolls in behind the goal. Dawson battling there with Lefebvre. Lefebvre picking up the stick. Gravel will come and pick up that loose puck. He'll just turn it right back over to the Cubs. There's nobody really wanting that puck as the Cubs finally getting it out. Rudy shot there, and it goes through Michael McIver, and the New Liskeard Cubs get on the board as that's Liam Major getting the first marker here tonight, this afternoon for the Cubs.
Quick, and we talk about quick release. That's what that was. Ruddy got it across to Major, and Major wasted no time, and I think maybe McIver had a tough time picking that puck up and ended up sneaking through his blocker arm, and one he probably would have wanted to have back.
Yeah, you want to have that one back if you're Michael McIver. Snuck through between the body and the blocker arm as the Cubs get on the board as Liam Major gets that marker for the Cubs, as the Trappers with some pressure trying to get that goal back and restore their 2-goal advantage. Brought through the neutral zone by Roy, dumps it into the corner. Roy now with it for the Cubs. Anello will take it behind his own net, backhands it, bounces over the defender and out to the neutral zone. Chasing it down is Curry in behind the net. Boys delivering a shot there, and that's going to draw the attention of the referee, and it's going to be Boys going to the penalty box for that, I'm going to say, cross-check. Boarding call is going to be the call.
Hey, we got to see, is this going to be 2 or 4, Derek?
That was a dangerous play as Boys making contact on the numbers, forcing the Cubs player into the boards.
I think that's what the discussion is right now. Is this 2 or 4?
Looks like it's just going to be a 2-minute call going against Anthony Boys, as the New Liskeard Cubs are going to get a power play here, trying to get the equalizer here with 8:51 remaining. It's going to be the first power play opportunity this afternoon for the Cubs. The second goal by the Trappers was a power play marker as the Trappers get to clear it all the way down the ice. Popke will come out and leave it for Trudell. Trudell will set this power play breakup out from behind his own goal. Swings it to the far side, and Boys not letting anything set up as he sends it ahead, and Dawson will chase that down. He's all alone in behind his own goal, doing a smart move, sending it all the way back for Tomlinson as Dawson wants a change, and Tomlinson will send it down. Now on the forecheck, that is number 67, Russo, for the Trappers, as Bradley forcing that turnover, and again sending it back to Tomlinson. He'll go far side to his partner, and he'll just waste no time, clear it all the way down the ice. First one there is Heath Bradley. Bouncing puck finally gathered up by the Cubs. They haven't had any time in the offensive zone on the power play as they enter the zone now with 60 seconds remaining and another penalty being called here.
It's Davis Anello going in for a minute of 5-on-3 action here. So a great opportunity for the Cubs to get an equalizer here with 7:51 left in the period.
So the Trappers doing an excellent job killing off the first 60 seconds of the Boys penalty, really not allowing the Cubs to get anything set up and actually getting a couple good looks on a scoring opportunity, but a 5-on-3 here, but the Cubs can't hold the line as it sneaks out, and on a delayed offside, we're going to get a delayed penalty also on that. Looks like it's going to be a charging call going against the Cubs, or a tripping call. We'll have to wait and see. Happening right in front of us. So the Cubs,
good effort there by our player to watch for the Trappers, Jesse Lefebvre, who was Johnny on the spot there and got to that puck quick and forced force the turnover, and it's all about moving your feet, though. Both those times, the last two, the one on Danilo in the corner, it's about moving your feet, and when you're not moving your feet and you're using your stick, a lot of times you end up getting 2 minutes or less.
So the shot there goes wide of the net. Thomason can't hold it the line, so he's going to just pick it up and send it down the ice as we got 30 seconds of 4-on-3 power play for the Cubs, and then we'll see 4-on-4 action for the next minute 20. Through everyone, Ruddy with another great move, getting through the defender and a shot on goal as the Trappers will send it down the ice.
Tage Thompson-esque there on Thomason. Very nice moves for the big guy.
Ruddy showing off his moves. Rivard's shot goes off the stick at Paillet and up over the glass in behind the Trappers' goal. So 2 seconds remaining on that initial penalty to Ethan or Anthony Boy. So it will be 5-on-4 or 4-on-4 action for just under a minute, and then the Trappers will get a short power play.
See what happens here if they win the draw. See about getting the player out there for the stretch pass, and there's going to be another one.
Another penalty coming up.
Moving feet. What do we talk about? Moving, keeping your feet moving, and once again, this time it was number 6 of the Cubs, and he was just skiing behind, towing with his stick, and guess what? You're going to get a penalty a lot of times for that call. And
Maverick Hill getting called for a high stick there. So now it's going to be the Trappers with a 4-on-3 power play for 53 seconds, and then they'll get a short time with a 2-man advantage. So both teams trading opportunities here with the man advantage, and now it's tilted in favor of the North Bay U18 Trappers.
Waiting to see that penalty get put on the board first, I think. Everybody waiting to get that 2 minutes put up there, and there it is. So
6:44 remaining in this opening period from the Powassan Sportsplex as the Cubs do clear it out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Grayson Bradley. He's going to get some speed up through the zone, entering it, leaves it for Russo. Shot there, Paillet, blockered away by Popke. Bradley picking it up. Russo will come in to help out as the Trappers are with the extra attacker out there currently. Still 28 seconds remaining in the penalty to Anello. And then the Trappers will be on a 2-man advantage as Russo trying to get away from his defender. He does. Dawson, far side. That goes out of the reach of Tomlinson, and the Cubs will send it all the way down the ice. McIver will come and send that up ahead to Dawson. Looking to enter the zone. He does. Down the right wing side. Trying to take that angle. Goes behind the net. Centering pass out of the box. Now the Trappers with a 2-man advantage, and they're going to end that really quickly as we're going to get a slashing call going against Ethan Boys this time. With 5:44 remaining, the parade to the penalty box continues.
It is a busy place right now. Lots of activity. I think Anthony Boyce got back a little bit back on his heels on that play and wasn't expecting that pass, but a nice pass from behind the net from Dawson, and as they were looking for the one-timer, and I think the Trappers forward have fanned on it, and then that kind of led to Boys having to do that. And here's the other Boys who has a goal today.
Nice little drop pass. Gravel looking far side. Anello can't get that one-timer as he fans on that shot, and the Cubs will battle for it in the corner as it's the Trappers. Gravel with the reverse hit, and the Cubs will send it down the ice, but they didn't realize that they were 4-on-4, and it's going to go for an icing call as that caught everyone off guard there.
Yeah, they haven't taken the one penalty off the clock yet, so I don't know what.
Not sure really what happened there, but yeah.
There's two. According to the
it's like there was
clock, there should be 2 Cubs in the box, and there's not.
There was a 2-minute penalty snuck up there at the end of the last penalty, and then still questioning whether or not the icing should be called as McIver made an attempt to come out of his crease, and he left his blue paint. So that should have neglected the icing call anyway. So a lot of stuff happening here as the referees, all 4 of them, will meet at the penalty box area to discuss what's happening. But it looks like it's going to be an icing call, and it's going to be a face-off to the glove hand side of the Liskeard's goaltender, Popke.
5:19 to play, 2-1 the score. I think this rink fits better in, if you've ever been in New Liskeard, the legendary Don Shepherdson Memorial Arena, one of the icons of the North, Don Shepherdson, with that Cubs program, with the team named after, the rink named after him, and this rink a lot closer to the size of that rink, and I think that works better for the Cubs as opposed to if this game was played on the bigger surface like the Memorial Gardens ice, where the Trappers could use their speed a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. You can be a little bit more physical as Popke blockers that aside, and it's picked up there by Gaudette Nickner. Bradley centering pass, looking for Lefebvre. Couldn't hand that cleanly as he sends it back down towards the goal. It will go off a skate and into the corner. Thomason, Bradley looking for his brother Grayson. He'll just tip it in as the Cubs are on the power play here for the next 52 seconds. Back to the point. Heath Bradley will kill some time as he retreats further back, looking for Thomason on the near side. He's got a lot of time and space, so he'll just wait and send it down the ice. That just goes wide of the Cubs goal, where it's picked up, and Lefebvre with a nice reverse hit, trying to kill some time off the clock as there's 30 seconds now remaining in the penalty to boys of the Trappers as the Cubs do get it out to the neutral zone. Dorrell carrying it in. Couldn't get it in cleanly. Ruddy again showing off some moves, and his shot will find the mitt of Michael McIver here. Hold on
Ruddy's
with 4:04 left.
Ruddy's had a really good first period, creating a lot of good chances. Basically all the really good chances so far have been courtesy Ruddy, so, give credit to him, and obviously made a nice pass to Major for that early goal for the Cubs. So
still 20 seconds remaining on the penalty as it's cleared down the ice. Cubs will have to hurry if they want to get one more opportunity with the man advantage as it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Blyer. Tries to get through everyone, and it's handled. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey here, something we haven't seen much of in the last 10 minutes as it goes to the far side. Paille will push it ahead for Curry. Up ahead for the captain, Russo. He'll carry it in, get hit into just at the blue line, just past the Cubs bench. Battle ensues, 3:20 remaining in this opening frame. Centering pass gets intercepted. Picked up there by Lefebvre, skates it down into the corner. Goes in behind the net for Russo. Out front, Dawson shot off the post and in, and Caleb Dawson has his second of the night.
nice passing play by this group. I talk about Jesse and Russo and Caleb Dawson. They really started to come in their own in the big nickel tournament, and then Caleb ended up getting a broken hand, and that kind of threw those three off for a bit. But ever since Christmas, and Russo missed a couple of games due to an upper body injury, but they've clicked really well, and they continue to show here in the Powassan Sportsplex.
3 minutes remaining in this opening frame, and it's now the Trappers with a 3-1 lead as Dawson picks up his second goal of the game as the Trappers are back on the forecheck. Curry outside, Thomason's shot doesn't make its way through as it hits the Cubs' bodies in front. Hill carries it down the far near right wing side. He'll send it in behind the net. Boys will go after it. Pokes it a little further, can't clear the zone. Gravel will come over, puts it down behind the net as it's flipped out to the neutral zone. Trudell will have to go all the way back into his own territory to pick that up. He'll carry it in behind the net. Out on the far side, his pass is intercepted, and that will go up over the meshing or into the meshing on the sideboard. So a face-off coming here outside the Cubs zone right in front of their own bench. 2:22 remaining now as the Trappers win the draw, and it goes back to Case, sending it out, and Heath Bradley will just backhand that down. Beamer chops at it, he overskates it, and the Cubs lose the handle as Nello coming it off the point. McLaughlin battling for it as both APs currently out there for the Trappers, picked up by Durrell. In behind his net, pass up to the half boards as the Cubs exit their zone. Ruddy sending it down. McIver will play that. He likes to play the puck often, and he does that here as he gets it out to the neutral zone. Bradley will dump it in as we've got 1:40 now remaining in this first period. Picked up there by Constantine. He gets it up ahead for Cote. He'll dump it in. Case will chase after it. He loses the puck to Brownlee as it squirts to the far corner. Anello, backhand pass as he was looking up ahead. Dawson, 2-on-1 developing as Dawson Lefebvre a little early entering the zone, and it's going to cost the Trappers an opportunity as they go offside.
Just a little bit too quick, eh?
A little too quick as Lefebvre looking to get in there to create that odd man opportunity as Dawson with some time on the near side. Cubs do win the draw, get it up ahead. Coming through was Paille going to his knees to take that away. Dawson avoids a check, and in doing so, that Lefebvre will go offside again.
Just a little, he needs a little longer blades, I think, eh?
If
he had some speed skate blades on, he might have been able to drag that and have a onside opportunity.
Yeah, just Caleb Dawson trying to avoid that hit cost them that little extra second as he had to hesitate. As Dawson will tip that down, Lefebvre going after that on the forecheck. Russo, the recipient of that open puck. Russo centering pass again. Dawson finishing off the hat trick as he's got 3 in this opening period as Dawson finds the open cage in behind off of a miscue by the New Liskeard Cubs. It's now 4-1, 56 ticks remaining in this first frame.
A Saturday hat trick last 2 Saturdays ago, and follows up with one right here. So he continues to ride a heater. That's 28 points now, 17 goals in his last 11 games.
And sometimes when you're hot like that, the puck seems to find you as it did there, as Dawson was Johnny on the spot to find that open puck.
And the one and only Courtney Kenny talked to Caleb, and that's exactly what he said. It just seems like the puck's kind of finding him.
Dawson with a short side shot gets blocker to side as the Cubs can't clear it and is kept in by Thomason. Bouncing puck, Lefebvre centering pass. Dawson again. This time he hits the side of the net.
Yeah, it tickles the wrong side of the twine.
Thomason firing a shot blocked, and Johnny on the spot. It is Jesse Lefebvre this time with the goal, and with 25 seconds remaining, the Trappers now extended to a 5-1 lead. This time Jesse Lefebvre with the Johnny on the spot marker. And that's just what happens. When you're hot, you're hot. And again, Jesse Lefebvre finding a bouncing puck that didn't make its way through off of Tomlinson's point shot. And Lefebvre makes no mistake putting it past Popke for the 5th goal here in this first 20 minutes. As the Cubs take over in their own zone, off the backboards and out to the halfboards. Cubs having trouble again getting out of the zone with 10 seconds remaining. As it's skated through the neutral zone, sent in. That is gloved there by MacGyver, and he'll hold on to it with just under 6 seconds remaining in this first period. As you are watching Great North U18 hockey action here from the Powassan Sportsplex, as it's almost second last weekend here for the Trappers.
I think what we found is once they started to play 5-on-5, the Trappers really started to open up the gates. You know, you had all those penalties and, that kind of slowed things down. But once we got this 5-on-5 action a little bit more, now the Trappers do have one power play goal. But once, they've started to find their groove here 5-on-5.
And the big difference is how well they can move the puck in the offensive zone between their teammates and get pucks out in front. And we've seen a couple pucks take weird bounces and find Trapper sticks as the horn goes there to conclude this first period, as the Trappers with 5 goals in that period and only 1 for the New Liskeard Cubs. A great power first period for this Trappers team that is looking to capitalize on the younger New Liskeard Cubs.
Yeah, no hats on the ice, but 3 goals for Caleb Dawson, Jesse Lefebvre with 1, Anthony Boyes with another, and Major replied in the first period, and that's where we're at, 5-1 Trappers after 1. This was actually the score these last 2 teams finished with in Memorial Gardens.
Wow, after 20 minutes, it's 5-1 for the North Bay Trappers. As you are listening to Trappers Hockey here on the front line, for Chris Dawson, I'm Derek Lindeman. We'll have all your second period in just under 15 minutes.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
And welcome back inside the Powassan Sportsplex, where after 20 minutes, it's the North Bay U18 Trappers leading the new Liskeard Cubs by a score of 5-1. My name is Derek Lindemann, and I'm joined this afternoon by Chris Dawson as you are watching Trappers hockey here on the front line as the Trappers go in offside. Caleb Dawson doing most of the damage in that first period, picking up his third hat trick of the season. He now has 17 goals in 17 games for the Trappers.
Yeah, and that line of Lefebvre, Russo, and there's a goal.
A quick goal by the new Liskeard Cubs as getting on the board. That is Ryan Miller putting it between the 5-hole of Michael McIver. So the Cubs come out getting a goal 15 seconds into the second period, and it's now a 3-goal game as Ryan Miller with the second goal for the Cubs here this afternoon.
I don't know if that handcuffed Mike on that play, but that's another one I think he would have liked to have. The first one went under McIver's armpit.
It's almost like he thought the puck was coming faster than what it was, because he moved his stick to clear it into the corner before the puck actually got there, so he was a little quicker than what that puck was. His anticipation was just a little bit off, but it is a 5-2 game here as the Trappers looking to get that tally back against the Cubs as the Cubs get through the neutral zone. It's
8 points for the Lefebvre, Russo, and Dawson line so far in this game.
As the Cubs bring it in offside, and sometimes when you're up by 5-1 after a first period, a goaltender might lose focus for a little bit, and McIver might need something like that to regain his focus here, as there was still basically 39 minutes left of this contest as Dawson brings it up ahead. That is McLaughlin. Boys will keep that in. Finally, it gets chipped out. Ruddy clearing it out, and that will be chipped up into the Trappers bench as Mikey Perkart.
Nice windmill save there.
Mikey Perkart with the windmill save there, the backup goaltender today for the North Bay Trappers. As the face-off will come outside the blue line right in front of the Trappers bench. As it's won by the Trappers, Anello, he'll just dump that in, goes wide of the net. Gravel there first on the forecheck. Cleared back to the point, kept in there, shot fired, stick save, rebound, boys looking for the puck, and Gravel will find it and tuck it in as the Trappers respond with a quick one there, as that's Josh Curry with the marker for the Trappers, as it's a 6-2 game now with just over a minute 24 gone in this second period.
Well, that's what the Trappers did. They scored very quickly after the last one. Everybody a bit surprised there on what happened. But Curry with it, that may be Gravel's third point of the game so far, as he chases the scoring title from Hudson Chitteroni, who's going to play in this rink tonight. The skilled Hudson Chitteroni, and that is going to call it the end of the evening for Vinny Popke, who goes off after allowing 6 goals on 15 shots. And we're going to see Brett Ruddy, the brother, his brother
of number 11, Carson Ruddy, now in goal for the Cubs, as Blyer will send that in. Coming out will be McIver. He'll catch it and put it down, and he'll play it around the boards. Dawson chipping it up ahead. Lefebvre was in behind everyone. Down the left wing side, a quick shot testing Ruddy early, and Ruddy makes the save there as he closes that 5-hole. 1:53 gone, and it was Jesse Lefebvre looking to get another goal here, trying to introduce Ruddy to this game quickly.
A nice save there by Ruddy, who's done some yeoman's work for the Cubs this year.
Cubs controlling off of the draw, they get it out. This time it's Carson Ruddy going down the left wing side, rolls into the corner as doing his case coming across for the Trappers. They clear it out of the zone. Bradley bringing it through the neutral zone, gaining the zone. leaves it there. Taking a shot, kicked aside by Ruddy, and that will be kicked all the way down, and MacGyver will be next to touch that as he'll play it for the Trappers. A little stick handle there as he hands it off to Case. Up ahead, Bradley looking for it, but stepping in front of him was Sloggett, and he'll dump it in. MacGyver again comes out to play it. Up ahead for Bradley. Trappers can't leave the zone as it's kept in there by Hill. And MacGyver again, he's got more touches with this puck playing it than a lot of other players. And the Cubs will bring it back in offside. And we still got just over 17 minutes to go this second period. And it's kind of been a snail's pace here with teams trading goals and a few offsides. Nobody really getting into any rhythm here in this second period. Face-off one, and the Trappers will bring it in. Boyce trying to make that toe drag as it's cleared out. Brought in, and it's gloved down, and it's sent in behind the net as the Cubs will now clear the zone. Up ahead it goes. That was the latest goal scorer.
Miller put down on his pants there.
As he gets knocked down after taking that shot. Up ahead, Gravel battling for it. It rolls into the corner. Curry comes down to help out as the Cubs do take over. Gravel trying to keep that in as Boyce gathers it up and sends it across the ice to the far side. Curry just has that roll in off of his stick. Bouncing puck does get out to the neutral zone, and the Cubs will take over. Cleared all the way down on MacGyver. He'll stop that and look to play it up ahead again, trying for that outlet pass. Gravel couldn't handle that, and now will roll down all the way for an icing call as the Trappers still with a 4-goal lead after teams trading goals here early on in this second.
Yeah, 16-14 to play. Rivard out there.
Russo will win the draw for the Trappers as it goes in behind the net. He'll get there first. Cubs trying to set something up from behind his own net. That Olsen, and that will roll in, and MacGyver will hop on this one and hold it for a whistle. As that just 6 seconds after the last play will be in the same face-off dot to the right-hand side of Michael MacGyver. Cubs winning in a quick shot there by Ruddy, and MacGyver alertly will hold on to that one again. So another quick face-off coming to the right of the Trappers goalie.
Good face-off win in 05 versus in 08.
One again back to the point. Steered into the corner. Rivard trying to center it, taken away by Lefebvre, trying to use his speed as he goes down the left wing side. Into the corner he goes, stops up. Centering pass picked off by the Cubs as the Cubs will get it out. That is Ruddy. 2-on-1 setting up with Rivard. Ruddy to Rivard. And Rivard, and somehow MacGyver will find that between the legs, and he'll hold on to it for another whistle here. 4:22 gone, and it's still 6-2 for the Trappers.
Couple good shifts by the Cubs here, and able to get some possession off the draw. And nice to see Logan Rivard, the 08 berth here, going up against the big Justin Russo, who could go against some of the best of the NOJHL with his size and strength, and Rivard wins 2 faceoffs, so good for him.
Boyce gets it out to the neutral zone. Bradley there looking for Beamer. Beamer can't handle that pass as the Cubs will get it out to the neutral zone. Heath Bradley will send it back to his partner Anello all the way down the ice. Trappers couldn't touch that as that will slide down for an icing call here. It will come all the way back down to the left-hand side of Michael MacGyver. Shot 16-13 here. We've played just under 25 minutes of this hockey game.
Don't know what the over-under was on it, and I know the New Liskeard Cubs are a good defensive team. Jonathan Blyer, the GM of the Hearst Lumberjacks, there's a nice save. There's a couple nice saves.
Yeah, Brownlee with that rebound opportunity. MacGyver reaching down to gather that up with the big Trapper. So he's been alert here in the second period as the Cubs are now only one shot behind the home squad Trappers.
Yeah, they've come on, and like I said, Jonathan does a great job recruiting for the Lumberjacks, and he's come in here and decided to help out on the coaching front with the Cubs, and he's we haven't seen the power play very much, but he runs a really good, effective power play, and makes best with this young team.
Brownlee with it at center ice. He has it knocked off his stick by Gravel. Curry will pick up that loose puck. Takes a shot, and Josh Curry makes it 7-2 Trappers.
That is a nice shot by Curry and a nice play by Gravel on the turnover. I think that's his 4th point of the game.
Second shot on Ruddy, as he looked like he was a little bit back on his heels and not really ready for that shot, as it took him a little bit longer to get down into that butterfly. And Josh Curry makes it now a 5-goal game here. Just over 5 minutes gone into the second period, as Durrell will take it for the Cubs in behind his own goal. They'll get it out to the neutral zone, where Tomlinson will send it near side to his partner, Boys. Off the glass up ahead. That will roll all the way down. No icing on the call, as Dawson is there on the forecheck. Russo. Dawson in behind the net. Out front, Lefebvre couldn't handle that on his backhand. Russo back to the point. Case's shot goes down into the corner. Dawson with it. He's battling with it in the near corner. Picked up by Cote. Rolls in front of the goal, where Durrell will take it, avoiding Russo, and Lefebvre will keep it in at the point. Lefebvre carrying it into the far corner. Tries to make a move. He regains it, sending it in behind the net for Russo. Russo loses it, and the Cubs can't clear the zone, as Dawson was there to keep it in. Nice little backhand sauce. The shot by Boys goes into a Cubs player's legs. Finally, it will get out to the neutral zone there, where Boys will skate back and regroup into his own zone. Trappers forwards making a change, as Durrell will send it up ahead, as Ruddy will kick it up to himself. He just avoids a big hit there as he carries it in behind the net. Out on the near side, Ruddy still with it, leaving it there for Blyer. Case battling for it as it rolls down in behind the net. Bradley sends it afar to McLaughlin. He'll absorb a hit. And the Cubs now with a little bit of pressure in the offensive zone, as Case finally gets chipped up ahead by Beamer. He's going to take it down the right wing side. He gets knocked off the puck, regains it in the corner, backhand pass out front. Loose puck picked up by the Cubs. Circling there and taking it in behind his own net was Trudell. Cubs do get it out to the neutral zone, picked up there by Gaudette Nickner. He'll send it down in behind. McIver will play it there. He leaves it for the Trappers player, as that's Bradley sending it down the ice. No icing called there, as Heath Bradley will be there first on the forecheck, picked up by Trudell. Just getting out of the way of a hit, as the Trappers trying to create some offensive pressure here, as we got 12.5 remaining in this middle frame. Anello coming off his point position. Centering pass knocked aside by the goaltender Ruddy. Trappers again applying a lot of pressure as it's down in the near corner. Curry, the latest goal scorer for the Trappers. Centering pass off the side of the net was Gravel's shot. Boys with it in the corner. Coming in to help out Curry. Leaves it there for Boys in behind the net. Anello now looking to take a shot. It's blocked there by Gaudette Nickner. The Cubs do get it out of the neutral zone, but it's picked up again by Anello as he trips over the puck. Boys with the shot. Elex goes around. Centering pass was behind the goaltender, but cleared away by the Cubs. Picked up again there by Boys. He gets checked into the corner as Curry picks it up. Curry spins off a one check. Will just reverse it to the far corner. Gravel with it, trying to get it to his backhand as it's knocked out to the neutral zone, where the Trappers, Bradley will carry it back in. Takes a hit, leaves it for Curry. Puck just at the half boards on our near side. Bradley battling for it. He'll push it further into the corner. Still has it, centering pass. Dawson shoots, and a glove save there as Ruddy hops on the rebound. And we played 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and the Trappers have put 2 goals up in the second period to one of the Cubs, and it's a 7-2 lead now. Shots now, 2015.
Yeah, the Trappers doing a real good job, Derek, on the cycle game, really wearing down the Cubs defenders down low and controlling the play. The one, give credit to the Cubs for one thing, that despite the fact the Trappers have done a nice job cycling, they really haven't been able to bring any of those opportunities into the home plate. Most of the goals the Trappers have scored have been scored on a lot of transition plays. So
Rivard gets it out to the neutral zone, where it's picked up by one of the assistant captains, Boys. He'll chase it down into the corner, but the Cubs will try and clear it, but it goes off of the leg of Heath Bradley. Bradley, and the Cubs are forced to regroup into their own zone. They will get it out to the neutral zone as McLaughlin again will absorb a big hit, and the Trappers come back in offside.
Caleb McLaughlin has been taking a lot of punishment as the affiliate player coming up and playing on the wall. He's taken some punishment there.
And it's good to see he's not backing down. He's getting right back up every time he gets knocked down, and he'll go right after that puck again. As it's Lefebvre chasing it down, and coming out to cover it up was Brett Ruddy, and Trudell giving a little extra shot there to Lefebvre after that whistle.
Brett Ruddy has a little bit of history with this age group. Back in, I'm going to say, I think it was 2017. Brett Ruddy was an affiliate goalie and came in and shut out the Timmins North Stars in the playdowns back in the NOHL AAA hockey back a few moons ago.
Brownlee centering pass steered away by the MacGyvers. The Trappers will flip it out. Russo out way ahead, and that's going to go all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call as we hit the halfway mark of this second period. Shots 2015, and it's the home side leading 7-2 here from the Powassan Sportsplex. As you were watching Great North U18 hockey action from Powassan. Trappers hockey here on the front line. I'm Derek Lindeman, joined this afternoon by Chris Dawson. And the Trappers looking to extend the lead here as we got 10 minutes remaining in this second period. Controlled by the Cubs in the offensive zone. Back to the point. Blyer sending it down into the corner. Trappers get there first and will send it to the far side. Durrell can't centering and passes. It goes off of McLaughlin. As the Trappers break out 3 wide, Gravel making an extra move at the blue line, and the Trappers will go offside.
That was for sure offside. There was no one can complain about they dragged their heel because that was definitely offside.
And that's one of the hard things to predict as a forward without the puck, is knowing that the puck carrier is going to go and make a lateral move. You want to get those players to enter the zone and make that move on the other side of the blue line, ensuring that you stay onside as Anello gets that up ahead for Bradley. Drop pass there, and that is picked up as McLaughlin's shot goes into the glove of Brett Ruddy.
A nice save there by Ruddy.
He's faced 6 shots from coming into this game, giving up 1 goal in relief, as the starting goaltender Popke gave up 6 goals on 15 shots. As the Cubs do get it out to the neutral zone, but Bradley will go back. Grayson Bradley up ahead. Dawson just getting out of the way of a check, gets it up for Lefebvre. Back to Dawson. He can't get a handle on it as he had his stick checked. Into the corner it goes. Bradley. Dawson now as he loses it into the feet of the referee. Lefebvre will come in to help out. Lefebvre battling with it in the far corner. Russo coming out with it. Back to Bradley. Grayson Bradley's shot. That will go off of a Cubs player and up over the glass in behind the Cubs goal.
Good job by this unit using the blue lines too, right, Derek? That opens up so much more ice. If you want that home plate, if they keep on trying to cycle down low between the forwards, it is very difficult to get that home plate, but when you start stretching their D and using your points, as you know, as a defenseman's dad, you know that really can open up the ice.
Especially here in Powassan with these short neutral zones, the blue line is almost right on top of the circle as Grayson Bradley took that shot from about 2 feet beyond the top of the circle. And that's just how it is here compared to a Memorial Gardens. There's about an extra 4 feet of neutral zone here in Powassan as the puck goes into the Trappers' territory. Picked up by the Cubs. Ruddy centering pass blocked by McIver as they try again. It's cleared away by the Trappers. It's going to see if it goes all the way down the ice, and it will be an icing call here with 8:17 remaining. Faceoff's going to come all the way back down to the blocker side of Michael McIver. The most recent interviewee on the Frontline podcast as he sat down with Courtney Kenny and Tom Parise this week. You can catch all of that on the Frontline YouTube channel, or you can download it wherever you get your podcast, whether it be Spotify or YouTube podcast or Apple Podcasts, or even watch the full episode on the YouTube channel right where you're catching this on the Frontline. as Bradley has it in behind the net. McLaughlin again absorbs another big hit as the puck finally squirts out to the neutral zone. Sloggett, he'll take a hit and send it down in behind the goal where McIver will come out and take that a little bit quicker than he anticipated as he sends it to the half boards. As a trio of Trappers trying to come away with that puck. Goes down into the corner. Brownlee loses it to Bradley. Out ahead looking for that stretch pass. He's going to send it down the ice, and it's Ruddy that's going to come out and play it here as the puck gets cleared out to the red line. McLaughlin. Bradley looking to send it to open ice on the far side. No Trapper there as Durrell will send it all the way back out. That's going to go past everyone, and McIver will stop that before the icing whistle goes. He gets it out to the neutral zone, but Sloggett will bring it back in and get hit as the Cubs go offside. We've got 7:03 left in this period, and the Cubs trying to get one back here as they trail by 5. The big line is going to go to the bench as the Cubs will bring out a second unit here against the unit of Russo, Dawson, and Lefebvre. As the puck at the center ice, Hill will take a hit as Dawson has the puck in his skates. Hill will come away with it. Russo looking to send it far side. Taken away, just dumped in by the Cubs as McIver will come out and backhands it behind his net to the far corner. Up ahead, Lefebvre can't handle that as it bounces over his stick, and he'll go into the corner. He'll go in with Laie. Coming in to help out is the captain Russo, and Lefebvre comes out with it. Nifty little move. Still has it as he's stick handling in a phone booth. Russo now with it. Takes a shot that goes off of a defender's legs, and Hamilton trying to hold it in. Lefebvre can't keep it in as it goes out to the neutral zone all the way back down into Trappers territory, and they will take over in the neutral zone. Lefebvre will take a hit as he dumps it into the corner. Dawson can't handle it as the Cubs will bring it the other way. Trudell gaining the red line. He'll dump it in before he takes a hit from Tomlinson. Picking it up there is Hill. He'll send it in behind the net. Gravel will just push it around on the near side. Curry leaves it for Gravel. He's got some speed, but he loses it as that is Ruddy taking it over the blue line. Ruddy's shot. Nice little block there by the defender as the Trappers get possession in the neutral zone. Gravel entering the zone, taking it down. He takes that short side shot. It'll go wide of the net across the crease. Gravel on the far side half board. Centering pass off of the skate into the corner. Boyce takes a weird angle shot, and Ruddy will hold on to that. 5:19 remaining.
Lots of action. You need a drink, I think, Derek. You've been going hard there the last couple minutes.
It was, yeah, you know what? The Trappers are doing an excellent job here, not allowing the Cubs to really get anything set up in the offensive zone, really smothering the Cubs and eliminating their speed through that neutral zone. But it's the Cubs that win the face-off, and McLaughlin trying to deliver a hit himself this time as the Cubs on the near side. Skating it out up ahead. Brownlee around the defender. He'll get knocked off the puck there by Beamer.
Brownlee, of course, played U16 AAA with the Trappers last year and moved back home to play with the Cubs.
Centering pass knocked away by Case, and that's up ahead. Beamer trying to get by the defender. Really, according to the officials, has been a clean period here as McIver will hold on to that shot. I don't even remember, has there been a penalty called in the second period after seeing mostly power plays in that first?
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, not much scoring in the last couple minutes too.
Only 3 goals in this second period compared to 6 in that first, in which we saw a parade to the penalty box in that middle section of that first. As the Trappers do get it out of the zone, it's chipped by Dawson all the way down the ice, and it's going to be an icing call here. 4:30 remaining, and a face-off coming back inside the Trapper zone.
Really like the way Davis Anello has played kind of stepped up in the last few weeks with Johnny Couch, who plays the Cale McCarr type puck-moving defenseman, and Davis has kind of taken that on to his game to kind of try to be that puck-moving defenseman. He's doing a good job, and he's a really smart hockey player, good on his feet, and he's had a really good second half here as well.
Russo skating that up, gets it ahead for Dawson, looking for Lefebvre, just too far out of his reach. And that's Brett Ruddy clearing it to the point. Is knocked out to the neutral zone. Coming across to pick up is Anello. Lefebvre. Russo will skate that in. Dawson going to the net. That pass goes behind Caleb Dawson, who has 3 goals in this game. Dawson now with it in behind the net. Still has it. Nice little pass to Lefebvre. Russo taking a weird angle shot, and it's Russo getting that 8th goal as this line continues to stay hot in this game. It's now 8-2 Trappers.
Yeah, nice cycle game there down low.
I'm not sure where that really went in. It's hard to see some of the angles from here, but that was a sharp angle shot. Not sure if it beat Ruddy's short side or if it went across the body, but anyways, it was a goal for Justin Russo, the captain of the Trappers, getting his first goal of this game as the Cubs.
That's 11 points for that line today.
11 points for that line. Dawson with 3 goals, and then Lefebvre and Russo each with 1. As bringing that in, and MacGyver shutting the 5-hole, as that was Miller looking for his second goal in this period. Gravel carrying it in, spins off of a check. We'll send it back to the point on the far side. Tomlinson, Curry will just chip it in as the Cubs will take over. Gaudette, Nickner gets it up ahead, and that will go down on MacGyver. MacGyver likes to make that stretch pass, looking to pick up some points himself here, but boys can't handle that one, and that will go down for an icing call here with 2:55 remaining. Face-off this time will be to the glove hand side of goaltender Michael MacGyver.
Yeah, you know what? It's never, you know what? In the way hockey players are so skilled now, Derek. You look in the last 5 years how precise goalies have to be, and you being a goalie too, you have to be on those angles, and you have to be square to that puck. And you go down in that VH, and you give a little bit of that upstairs. Somebody's going to find it, and that's exactly kind of the situation there.
And that's about all there is. If the goaltender is in that reverse VH, is that spot right beside the goaltender's ear as the puck rolls into the corner. The AP Case battling for it, gets it up ahead to the fellow AP McLaughlin out to the neutral zone, picked up there by Major, sends it far side. Case for the Trappers. To his partner Anello, up ahead for Heath Bradley. Major, as the Cubs trying to get something going in the other direction, but Anello standing up at the blue line will carry it into Cubs zone. Nice little move there. Backhand shot goes off of the side of the net. Heath Bradley with it now at the far half boards. He'll absorb a hit. Doesn't get knocked off the puck that easily though. And Bradley sending it towards the goal. Just goes into the skates of Anello as the Trappers trying to make a change. As Olsen bringing it down the left wing side, looking in front. Brownlee coming off the bench. That catches MacGyver in the top of the glove and will go over the net. As the Trappers with 1:35 will take over. Case up ahead for Dawson. He loses the handle of it, but it does get out to the neutral zone where the Cubs Major will take it all the way back inside their own zone. Brownlee, little move there as he leaves the puck for his teammate. As it's pushed into the zone. Down the left wing side, that was Roy. Too far for him. And Russo, the latest of the goal scorers, will send it back to the near side for Bradley. He spins away from a check and will send it across ice to Case. Case looking through the neutral zone. Lefebvre touching that, and it will go down in behind the goal. 1 minute remaining in this second period as the Cubs trying to get out of their zone. Hemmed in there is Grayson Bradley on the half boards doing the work. Gravel holding in on the point. He'll come in and try and push it down further. As the Cubs still try and push it out, and they will get out to the neutral zone where Constantini overskates at Lefebvre, trying to get a little speed there in the neutral zone. Stopped up and sends it back as Tomlinson gets run over there as he mishandled that puck.
I think that's off. That should be a delayed offside, I believe, unless he left the zone already.
There's no arm up, so the Cubs are on side here. 20 seconds remaining as Ruddy overskates it. The Trappers will get out to the near side. Lefebvre overskates it, slog it, gets it out to the neutral zone. Boys battling for it, brought up by Blyer. He'll lose it as he goes over the zone. 2 seconds remaining, and the Trappers will end the period there as Tomlinson will kill the final seconds as the horn sounds to draw a conclusion to the second period. The Trappers add 3 more in that period to take an 8-2 lead through 40 minutes of play here from the Powassan Sportsplex. Chris, another strong period by the Trappers.
Yeah, you know what? That quick goal by the Cubs. It looks like the key thing is the Trappers have been able to respond whenever the Cubs score. They get that early goal, and then just moments later, Curry scores on the next shift, and that really takes away any momentum, even though a 5-2 lead is kind of difficult, and especially a team that doesn't score a lot of goals. But when the Trappers were able to score that goal basically on the next shift to make it 6-2, that really kind of took the wind out of the sails of the Cubs.
And that's been the story of the game, is how the Trappers have been able to respond after a goal by the new Liskeard Cubs. Wow, the Trappers with 3 more in that middle frame take a 8-2 lead into the dressing room. As you're watching Trappers hockey here on the front line, I'm Derek Lindemann, joined by Chris Dawson, and we'll be back in just under 15 minutes with the conclusion of this game.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
Welcome back to the Powassan Sportsplex, where after 40 minutes, it's the North Bay U18 Trappers leading the New Liskeard Cubs by a score of 8-2. Caleb Dawson with 3 goals in this game, and the line as a whole, Dawson, Russo, and Lefebvre accounting for 11 points in this contest. Dawson with 3, Lefebvre and Russo with a goal apiece.
And we can't forget about Nate Gravel. He hasn't scored, but he's got four assists, and that puts him in first place in the Great North U18 in points.
And Beamer putting one off the crossbar seconds into this period after the Trappers win the opening draw. He's not happy with himself as he heads straight back to the bench. Hill going cross ice for the Cubs, taken away by Grayson Bradley to the neutral zone. Blyer will send it back down. Hill putting it back in, the delayed offside for the Cubs, allowing the Trappers to set things up. Boys skates with it through the neutral zone, carries it in, puts it past towards, bouncing puck, and it's in the net, and somehow the Trappers have added another one here and take a 9-2 lead.
Let's see what they're doing here. That would be Josh Curry's hat trick.
I'm not sure. I don't think that was touched by a high stick. It looked like it was missed and didn't make any contact. So we'll have to wait and see after the officials have gathered at the side of the net, and we'll wait and see what the call is going to be, as the official is now talking to the New Liskeard's bench. But from here, it looks like it's going to be a good goal because referee Matt McClellan has made his way back to the center dot spot.
And we'll see who gets that. If it's Curry, it's his hat trick. 2 hat tricks in one game for 2 Trappers, and this line is quietly putting up some numbers. I know we're talking about the Russo line, but this line here, Boys, Gravel, and Curry has certainly put up some points as well. Boys has a goal. Curry will hear the goal call, and we'll relay that over.
As the Trappers get it back into the neutral zone, picked up by Carson Ruddy, as he'll dump it in. McIver will come out, and it is Josh Curry getting the unassisted goal, his 3rd of the night. So 2 players now with hat tricks for this Trapper squad as they now lead 9-2 just over a minute into this 3rd period. As Rivard in behind the net, that's Ruddy with it at the side of the net. Anello clearing in and is chopped out to the central zone. Curry up ahead for Boys. Curry now with it. Gravel out in front. Gravel gets it stopped as Brett Ruddy coming across, making a big save there, keeping Gravel from getting his first goal of the game.
Good effort there as Gravel looks to try to get a goal. 19 on the year for him.
The Trappers with the draw in the offensive zone, won by the Cubs as they get it out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Dawson. Lefebvre sending it back to Tomlinson up ahead for Russo. Into the Cubs zone it goes. First one back there is Trudell for the Cubs, as the Cubs do get it out of their zone. Roy knocked off his stick, but it'll go to the far side. Brownlee will fire one. Steered to the side by McIver. Picked up there by Dawson, or Bradley. Carries it up, goes off of the skate of Lefebvre, and it's loose right in front of the Cubs bench. Picked up by Lefebvre. Into the corner it goes. Dawson will go down to pick it up. He gets checked there by Trudell. Puck is loose. Trudell will come out of the crowd with it. Skates it out of his zone. Across the red line. Backhands it down in behind the net where McIver will play it for the Trappers as he likes to set that breakout. He's very active in starting the rush for the Trappers as Beamer gets across. The shot fired into the legs of Blyer. Heath Bradley centering pass knocked out of the air by Ruddy. Backhand shot. Rebound gathered up in McLaughlin. The AP has the Trapper goal here. It's now 10-2 North Bay.
Puck hopping around there, and Nice opportunity there for Caleb McLaughlin, who was able to cash in. He took a bunch of big hits in that first period, and it's nice that he gets rewarded with a goal here, as the score sheet that I have here is starting to run out of room on the Trappers side.
And the Trappers making sure they get that puck for McLaughlin, as that's his first goal of this Great North U18 League. As the puck is back inside the Cub zone, kept in at the point. Anello shot, and it's Ruddy with the glove save as he holds on to it. We play 2:52, and the lead is up to 8.
Well, Trappers put up some, when the U16 Trappers were here, they put up 56 shots. And right now, the way the pace that they're going, there's another.
Anello shot steered into the corner off of the pad by Ruddy.
They're not going to get it here in the third period, but.
And it's cleared down. McIver will come out and play it. Looking to make that big pass. He'll hold on to it and leave it there for Case. Case behind the net. Centering or out to the half wing. Gravel across the blue line looking back door. Boys can't handle that pass. And Boys will send it down into the corners. The Cubs will get it out of their zone. And they'll turn it over as Tomlinson picks it up right in his own zone. Watched there by Major. Hill with it. Puck towards the goal. Loose puck. Somehow it stays out as McIver will keep that out, making his 23rd save of the game as the puck is out to the neutral zone. Loose puck picked up there by Carson Ruddy. Gets it out to the red line. Loses it as Bradley picks it up ahead. Gravel entering the zone, gets it back from Boys. Bouncing puck to the side of the net. In behind it goes as the Cubs will pick it up. Near side it comes. Cubs out of the zone, across the red line. Carrying it in is Blyer. Lefebvre now with it. Off the boards up ahead is Gravel. Still out there as the rest of his line has already changed. As it's brought back in, Rivard shot. And Michael McIver making that glove save as he follows that all the way into his glove. 26 shots now by the Cubs, 31 for the North Bay Trappers. But it's the Trappers who have been pouring on the offense tonight, already with 10 goals. Faceoff will roll down, picked up by Nello right in front of his own goaltender. As the puck goes out to the neutral zone, Dawson trying to get all the way across, and that puck gets cleared up into the Trappers bench. So a face-off coming here, 4:27 gone in this final frame. Trappers will be off tomorrow. They'll be back in action as they will be up in New Liskeard to take on these same Cubs next Friday, and then they'll finish off the regular season with a pair of games at home against the Timmins.
Actually, and then on the 10th, there's one makeup game between the two Trapper teams that'll take place, I believe, on either March 10th or 11th in Sturgeon Falls.
And there's Dawson with it. 3 goals on the night for Caleb Dawson. As the puck rolls into the corner, the Cubs trying to get it out, kept in there by Case. He fires a shot off of a body and through the blue pane as Nanello pinches it in at the half boards. Coming in to help out is Russo. Lefebvre will skate it, centering pass. Dawson can't handle that as it's taken away by the Cubs as they get out. Brownlee carrying it through the neutral zone on his backhand, getting in. Lefebvre coming back with the back check to help out. Russo losing his stick in the process as he is without his stick. As Major sending that around the net, kept in on the far side as the Cubs lose it. That's Davis Anello trying to skate away with it. He's got a little bit of speed as he goes through the neutral zone. Nice little move, shot, and it's Davis Anello short side with the end-to-end rush, and it's 11-2 now as Davis Anello gets the marker.
Unbelievable, coast to coast like butter on toast.
What?
Davis Anello with a great rush, and that's what I said. He's really playing with a lot more confidence right now. And, saw that seam and saw things kind of opened up for himself, and he said, hey, you know what, I'm gonna take this for a ride, and he puts it right over the blocker of Ruddy on a beautiful shot. Davis has always had one of the best shots on this team ever since he was in Novice and Adam, and right there, he really showed
Keith Bradley over to Beamer, and Beamer makes it 12-2. The gates are opening up as the shots continue to go on 14 minutes remaining, and it is Jacob Beamer with his first goal of this game, but it's a 12-2 lead now. And we're going to see another goaltending switch as Vincent Popke is going to come back in here with 13:59 remaining, as 19 shots, 6 goals on 19 shots for Brett Ruddy. So Popke, who led in 6 on 15, will take back over for the New Liskeard Cubs.
Tough goal here. Trappers have to remember this. They got to play here next Friday, you know, and they'll probably remember this in some motivation.
And the puck is in the Cubs zone again, as Boys will pick that up. Coming off the point, Grayson Bradley sending it towards the goal. Doesn't make it there as Blyer knocks it away. Blyer with it at the side of his net, trying to start a rush. Has it taken away by the Trappers forward, Nate Gravel, currently leading the scoring in this Great North U18 League, as Grayson Bradley picks it up. Sending it through the neutral zone, intercepted there by Blyer of the Cubs. Into his own zone, they reorganize. Miller overskates it, and Hill trying to get some room down that right wing side, but he's going to go into the corner. Miller centering. Miller with one of the 2 goals on this evening for the Cubs, as Boys coming down the left wing side. Sending out in front, and Curry shot off the narc. Boys bringing it back out in front, and Popke will hop onto that with his glove, and we'll have a face-off here. 7:02 gone in this third.
You don't want to get too excited when it is a big goal, but you know, at any of the Cubs fans, I mean, you know what, it is hard, and I know it wasn't like a rub in your face thing. There's an Ello shot from the point, but I mean, when you get a beautiful individual effort like that, it's hard not to get excited. And you know, I've known Davis since he was about 7 and 8 years old, so you know. Apologies to the Cubs fans who might be upset.
Exactly.
That I was
it's
a little
hard.
bit too. Yeah, you know what? It was such a nice goal. Arguably, you know, his nicest
Ruddy to
goal
Brownlee.
of the year. So
Brownlee gets the Cubs third of the game as Brownlee beats McIver to the blocker side. 12-3, 12:30 remaining in this third, as Brownlee will add one for the Cubs.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. Brownlee, that's only his 4th of the year, but a real good player. Like I said, played for the Trappers last season as a U16, and you know, he's believe played some games this year and last year, as a matter of fact, with the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners as an affiliate player. So
Cubs will control the puck off the draw as it's down into the Trapper zone. Tomlinson will send it across ice to Bradley as Beamer chips that down in behind the net. Getting there first was Durrell. He gets it back. Up ahead to Ruddy. Cubs still in their own zone. Durrell sends it back. And the knockdown as it's brought back in. Major will go in behind the net for the Cubs as he's being watched there by Heath Bradley. He picks up the puck, centering pass, knocked out to the neutral zone by the Cubs as that goes off of the stick of number 15, Cote. And the Trappers will just dump it back in. Major there first for the Cubs. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone. And Nello has to wait till his teammate gets off the ice. Bradley up ahead for Curry. Curry with a nifty little move through the air. Boys. Centering past Gravel, trying to one-time that. It goes off his stick and into the corner. Gravel falls to the ground, no call there. And then Anello trips on his own as the Cubs take over with the puck inside their own zone. In behind the net to the far side for Major. Lifted his stick and the puck loose at the side of the net. Popke will hop onto it for a whistle here with 11:11 remaining in this third period. 12-3 the score. And like I said, next action will be these two teams again next Friday night. This time it will be up in New Liskeard as the Cubs will be hosting that game, and then the Trappers will play a couple of games against the Timmins Majors as the puck squirts out to the neutral zone. Case with it. Looking up ahead, Dawson has his stick lifted as it wrist rolls inside the Cubs territory. Out it goes to Hill. Hill with a nice little pass, finding Miller with some speed, entering the zone. Shot fired, kicked aside there by McIver. Rebound picked up by Jesse Lefebvre. He tries to send it around the ice, but it's stopped there momentarily, and it's now on the half boards. Blyer coming in off his point to keep it in. In behind the net it goes, Anello. Up ahead for Lefebvre. Trying to get ahead for Dawson, but it's intercepted there and sent back in by the Cubs. McIver will have to clear that into the corner. Russo picks it up. Will skate it out. Lefebvre will take it from him. He'll skate it into the Cubs zone. Takes the shot. Blocker save. Rebound there momentarily. Finally picked up by Hill of the Cubs. He'll send it around the boards to the far side. Cleared out to the neutral zone by the Cubs. And we're going to see a penalty called here. The first since the first period called against. And it's going to go against the 3-goal scorer, Caleb Dawson, for cross-checking with 10:08 remaining in this third.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many penalties. This is the first one, I think, since the first period.
The Cubs will look to get something going here on the power play, but Ruddy wins that draw too cleanly, and it will split the defenders and go all the way back down into the Cubs zone. Rivard trying to get ahead of speed through the neutral zone, but Bradley doing a good job sticking with him. Another penalty coming up to the Trappers as Popke makes his way to the bench. Trudell elects not to shoot, gives it to Ruddy. Cubs do have the extra attacker out. Rudy shot, steered aside, puck loose at the side net. Finally the whistle goes as Michael McIver will lean back, and we're going to get a slashing call going against Bradley of the Trappers. So it's going to be a 2-man advantage with 1:31 left in the first penalty to Dawson. So the Trappers will find themselves down 2 players for the second time today.
Here's Gravel taking the draw here. He wins a big draw, and there's Case. Oh, that's going to come right into almost into your living room there.
That puck gets cleared as Case wasn't set for that draw, and he picked it up skating through.
You know what, Case? He doesn't have the greatest foot speed, but I tell you, he's played within his own abilities, and I think he's done a really good job on the back end here, making some smart passes. And there's a nice save.
And for someone that's not familiar with this defensive setup by the Trappers, Doug Sanders, he's trusting him out there for this 5-on-3 kill as the puck will squirt into the corner, picked up by Rivard. Takes the shot, glove save. Michael McIver will watch that go into the big oven mitt. 9:10 remaining and still 62 seconds left on the 2-man advantage for the New Liskeard Cubs.
Nice play there. Again, some good, nice youth on this team. You have Miller and Rivard, certainly some great future for the Cubs program. If they don't end up going up to junior a little bit earlier because of how good they are, and Rivard has really been impressive.
Rivard to Trudell, looking for Ruddy. Back it goes to Trudell. Rivard sneaking in, and Rivard will tip that in as our player to watch. Rivard makes it a 4th goal here for the Cubs.
Nice, Steve. Nice play there, moving the puck around. I told you, Jonathan Blyer does a really good job with this group on the power play, and they move the puck around really well today, and there's an example of it right there. They haven't had a lot of power plays, and of course the 5-on-3 is a lot easier to move the puck around because there's a lot more space, but they did a nice job there.
Still 1:09 remaining on the power play for the New Liskeard Cubs as Gravel intercepts that pass. Out front, Curry overskates that as he was looking for his 4th goal of the game. As the Cubs get it out, Hill overskates that, and Gravel will pick it up. Good job sending it back into the zone. Cleared all the way down the ice it goes as Bradley is back out on the ice on this penalty kill for the Trappers. Curry and
Dawson's out, Bradley's still in the box. So they still have the power play here for 30 seconds or less with 8 minutes left to play here.
And it's Curry killing a lot of time in the defensive zone away from his goal, as not allowing the Cubs to get anything going on this power play after scoring on that 5-on-3. Centering pass. Now the Cubs do intercept and will take it the other way. Brownlee, who has one of the goals for the Cubs this afternoon, as there's just 2 seconds remaining. We're back to 5-on-5 action here as the Trappers have been able to kill off that penalty to Bradley. Anello off the glass, up ahead for Russo. 7.5 minutes remaining in this contest. To Boys. Looking back to Lefebvre, his centering pass, nobody there but a Cubs player. Russo can't let the Cubs get out. Russo avoiding a hit. Looking for Lefebvre, that will be tipped away from him. And the puck is loose as Russo gets tripped up. No call there as Lefebvre battling for it with Russo on the half boards. The Cubs do gain possession and looking to skate it out. Lefebvre again trying to pick the pocket. Finally knocked out by Roy. And the Trappers will regroup inside their own territory. That knocked down. Looked like it was a high stick. But Cote comes in. He sends one towards the goal. And McIver will use his stick to send that up over the glass here. Stoppage to play with 6:46 remaining in this third. 35-42 are the shots for the home squad.
Yeah, 6:46 to play. A lot of goals. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting it to be, both these teams, though, had a weekend off for that NOHA Cup for all the 07s that gathered here last weekend. So the whole Great North U18 League took the weekend off. So you really weren't sure what you'd expect, but certainly 12 goals wasn't something that was going to be on the forecast.
Dawson trying to pull away there, has it knocked off his stick by Trudell. And the Cubs trying to go back in.
That was a nice stick by Trudell because Dawson had a freeway all the way on his own if he got that puck chipped by. So nice effort there.
Bradley picks it up, takes it in behind his own goal. Spins away from a defender, sends it to his partner. Trying to clear that through the neutral zone. That will go all the way down the ice for icing. And if you're looking to catch one of those of the NOHA games, last weekend's the third game on Sunday morning can be found on the Frontline channel, YouTube channel, as the Frontline was there to broadcast the game, and you can see the replay of the game right on the Frontline YouTube channel as it's controlled by the Cubs, given away, and McLaughlin trying to chase that down, but Blyer getting there first for the Cubs.
Good
Sends
play
it
there
across
by
the ice.
Blyer.
Hill taking a shot that will go off the leg of Thomason and into the far side. McLaughlin, who is going to be black and blue after getting hit numerous times, but he's going to be happy after picking up that first goal for his career. Miller all alone, and Miller with his second of the night makes it 12-5 here. 5:50 remaining, and that's 5 goals by the new Liskeard Cubs now.
Yeah, Miller again, he found the far corner there and a nice play. Like I said, Miller, he didn't have last weekend off. He was trying to work hard and impress the scouts to be able to be selected for the NOHA All-Star team for the OHL Cup. And he actually played in this league last year, Derek, as a U15 player. So an underage player playing in the U18 league, and he's having a good night tonight.
And a lot of those scouts are in attendance today, taking in this game this afternoon. And we'll stick around to watch the Greyhounds take on the U16 Trappers later tonight. Also here from the Powassan Sportsplex, as Curry will dump that in on his backhand. Gravel trying to pick up the stick of Durrell and take it away, but it's the Cubs that will get it out to the neutral zone. Into the Trapper zone it goes. Constantine with a shot, and Michael McIver again with another glove save. 32 saves now for McIver, but it's been quite open hockey here. 42-37 are the shots. 79 combined shots between these two teams.
It's been the goalies have been busy.
You've been busy on the shot clock as well.
Yes, my thumb's getting sore.
Doing double duty, shot clock and color as that shot goes in. Ruddy firing it towards the goal. It didn't go in.
He stopped it. But we've seen a lot of pucks go in today.
Ruddy sending it towards McIver, hopping on that. So another face-off to this left-hand side, and Rivard winning another draw again for the Cubs as the Trappers will take over in the corner. Bradley picking it up in behind the net. Stolen there by Brownlee. Brownlee, one of the goal scorers too for the Cubs, battling for it with Rivard in the corner. Taken away by the Trappers. looking to clear the zone, knocked down. Finally does make it out as Heath Bradley to Dawson. Dawson looking for his fourth, and a big save there by Popke. Rebound, loose puck looks to be in behind, and Popke will hold on to it here as the officials blow the whistle.
Nice save by Vinny Popke coming out of his crease there. And
way out.
Yeah, I'll give credit to Vinny getting pulled from the game and then putting back in. And, obviously the confidence may not be the highest, but he's come in and made a couple of real good saves. So give credit to the 07 birth year goaltender.
Cubs do win the draw, looking to clear it out of their zone. Nifty little move there as it's taken out, and the Trappers will just send them back inside their own zone. Cubs Blyer picking it up, sending it across ice. Intercepting that pass was Russo, but the Cubs do get it out to the neutral zone. Nice little pick up there on the far side by Gaudette Nickner. In behind the net it goes. Coming off his point was Olsen to keep that in. Trappers will just flip it out to the neutral zone. That will go through the legs. As getting into it was Beamer. His shot is blocked and goes off the glass in behind.
Nice play by Anello.
Case shot there, tipped by Russo, and Russo picking up the rebound. Back to McLaughlin. Boys gloving it down. Anello with it. Leaves it there for Boys. Boys walking to the top of the slot. Shot. That is tipped up over the net, and the rebound was at the side net. McLaughlin sends it high and wide again, and the Cubs do get it out. Down the ice it goes, and icing will be called here with 3:21 remaining in this third period.
I think the only thing that is up for grabs right now, will the Trappers get the 50 shot mark.
3 shots away from the 50 shot mark. 47 shots for the North Bay Trappers in this game this afternoon. Shot there. Tomlinson with the shot from the point, and that will be Popke hopping on the rebound. So 48, 2 shots now away.
And they had, like I said, 56 2 Sundays ago. So
Tomlinson again gets it back. He didn't take the shot this time as the puck comes out to the neutral zone. Back it goes, sent to the far side, up ahead. Just stepping out of the way of a check. That was Cote getting away out of that freight train going through the neutral zone. Bradley sends it behind his own net for Tomlinson. Spins away out the far side. Bradley sending it down the ice. And the Trappers will be okay with this icing call. And it will come back down inside their own zone to the right-hand side of goaltender McIver.
Yeah, 2:48 to play here. Trappers have a busy weekend next weekend, playing the very same Cubs in the Don Shepardson Arena in Temiskaming Shores on Friday, and then played back-to-back home contests against the Timmins Majors.
A good look there against the Timmins Majors, one of the teams that they'll be featuring in that U18 Championship Series coming up mid-March up in Sault Ste. Marie. As Ruddy just sending it back to the point to try and start things up. Back to the near side, Ruddy entering the zone, takes a shot. This will go off the stick of Tomlinson and up over the glass. 2:21 remaining, and a face-off coming inside the Trapper zone.
Good stick there by Thomason to get in the way of Ruddy, who's had a pretty solid game offensively for the Cubs today. Rivard and really good on the draw for the Cubs on this
Rivard
game.
winning another one, but sneaking through there was Beamer to take that puck away and send it down the ice. First one back there to pick it up with Sloggett. Kept in by Case. He sends it into a couple of shin pads, and Russo will keep that in. Lefebvre back to Russo. Russo backhand, and Russo makes it 13-5 here with 2:01 left. Justin Russo adds his second of the game, making a move to his backhand and puts it above the sprawling arm of Popke.
That's 2 for Russo.
Trappers do win the draw. Up ahead, it's trying to chip into the zone as the Cubs take over inside their own zone. We're inside 2 minutes here to go. As picking it up is Anello. He'll send it towards the goal, and Popke will hold on to that. That now is 50 shots the North Bay U18 Trappers have fired towards the Liskeard goaltenders as Popke got pulled after giving up 6 in 15 shots and got put back in the third period after Brett Ruddy gave up 6 goals on 19 as Popke hops on that puck for another whistle here with 1:38 remaining. Face off to the glove hand side of Popke. Tied up, and it will be cleared out by the Cubs out to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Case. Giving it to his partner, Anello. Anello, nice little move to give it back to Case, who was wide open. His pass just goes wide of everyone and down into the Cubs zone. Cubs trying to break out as Miller picks it up. Miller with 2 goals in the game tonight, looking for that hat trick as he tries to split the defense. But Gravel on the back check will come and take that away and start the rush out ahead. Curry with 3 on the night has it taken away, and it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Bradley picks it up. His pass into the pads of Miller. 1 minute now remaining in this game as it's cleared up ahead. Sent back. Tomlinson taking it further into the corner. Nice little evasion move. Flips it into the neutral zone. The Cubs were offside there and have to wait up as Lefebvre will take it inside the new Liskeard zone. In behind the net it goes. 35 seconds now remaining in this game. Durrell will get it out to the neutral zone. Lefebvre trying to start something going the other way. Off the boards. Picked up by Major. In the far corner. Picked up and sent in behind the net it goes. Lefebvre battling for it. 20 seconds remaining now. Bradley out there. Dawson spinning. Can't get that shot off as it was blocked right off his stick. Taken away by Constantine, trying to take that shot. Good job by Tomlinson with another block. 5 seconds now remaining. And that's going to draw an end to this game this afternoon as it's the North Bay U18 Trappers taking a 13-5 victory over the visiting New Liskeard Cubs.
Yeah, quite the game. They won by,
It was wide open hockey
yeah.
Offense. 52-38 were the shots, 90 total shots, 18 goals. Offense was prevalent tonight.
It absolutely was. So we're going to go to our 3-star. Do we do have an ad for that one?
We do.
We have an ad for that. Not an app, but an ad.
Yeah, Dave's Automotive.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Need to get my math teacher to come help me with this with all the points. But 3rd star, I have a little bias because they made him one of the players to watch. But Jesse Lefebvre. Jesse Lefebvre was all over the ice. He was creating plays. He had a goal. I believe he's finished with 3 or 4 assists on the night. So we're going to give him the 3rd star. 2nd star on the night, we're going to give the Caleb Dawson first period hat trick and an assist to get the offense rolling. And the 1st star, we're going to give Joshua Curry a hat trick. His last goal wasn't a conventional way to finish a hat trick. That really unusual shot that somehow he eluded Ruddy and sent him to the bench. But he had 3 goals and I think 1 assist or possibly 2 assists, and give him credit. And there's shout out to a lot of players. You got to give kudos to Nate Gravel for his 4 assists and moving into first place in the Great North scoring. Davis Anello with a highlight reel goal. And you know what? You give a guy like Aiden Case on the back end, and Caleb McLaughlin with his first ever goal as an affiliate. Lots of players that we can talk about, but it wasn't a lot of defense in this game. No,
and a couple strong performances also by the New Liskeard Cubs. Ryan Miller with a pair of goals. Carson Ruddy with a solid performance up front, but not enough.
Logan Rivard in the face-off circle. He probably was about 70%.
But not enough, as it's the Trappers going away with a 13-5 victory this afternoon from the Powassan Sportsplex. Stay tuned to the Frontline Socials as we'll have an interview with one of the North Bay U18 Trapper players. It will be posted shortly after we conclude tonight's game.
We're going to try in a hurry, try to get Curry.
Try and get Curry in a hurry, and that will be up on the Frontline Social. So one last time here from the Powassan Sportsplex. Make the final, the North Bay U18 Trappers 13, the Cubs 5. For Chris Dawson, I'm Derek Lindemann. So long from Powassan.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sucrum, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.